Every EV driver encountered this scenario.
This charger doesn't work.
What if I tell you can help the community improve the charging network and get something out of it? N-Charge! Share your experiences and impressions at the charging station via N-Charge. Give direct feedback, receive kilometers and stars, collect kilometers and exchange them for charging credits. Use the link in the description and get 20 kilometers for free. Hello everyone, this is Cindy, my wife, and we are in the Tesla Model Y Juniper, and she drove it a bit and I wanted to know what she thinks about the car.
I drove a Model Y a couple of years ago, but it was only for a very short time. And this time Chris has the Model Y for a week, so I was able to drive it a bit more. So we thought it would be a good idea just to see if my opinion changed. So when I first drove the Model Y, I really, really liked it. I was tending towards that I would want one. There were lots of things that stood out to me at that time that I really liked. And I have to say that my opinion has changed a bit. Not in a bad way, it's just different. So I think it was 2 years ago that you had it. So I had some experience with electric cars, but I didn't have as much as I do now. So I still do like this car, but I'm able to compare it a bit more to our ID7, which I drive a lot and I'm used to, but also other cars that I've driven. So this car definitely has positive things, but it also has negative things that I wouldn't like. So as a driver, super positive, I don't need a pillow.
That's true.
That almost never happens. So I'm in the seat right now, and I'm at the highest height it can go, and I can see perfectly.
That's true.
So that's for me awesome. Never, when we switch cars, I have to get my pillow. No, I just get in.
How tall are you?
Oh yeah, right. So I'm 5 feet taller, 150 centimeters. So I don't need a pillow, it's awesome. Another thing that stood out to me when I was driving is that the steering wheel is small. It's a bit thick, but that's how they usually are these days, but it's small. So I feel like it fits more to me. It feels like it would be an ID3 size. I don't know. Whatever. It's small. I like it. It's comfortable. And also, the height of this here, this storage thing, is also an armrest. And it actually, even for me, I used it the whole time when I was driving. So super comfy. The back window, I know I didn't like that the first time I drove the Model Y. And when I first got in again, the second time, I thought, ooh, the back window. But when I was driving, when I was on the highway, it's actually fine. It's not amazing, but most cars these days have such a small back window that it's not, yeah. So normally the seat when I drive isn't really an issue because I'm so short or whatever, my legs are stretched out. I don't usually notice the seat when I'm driving. But this time, I have to say, I found it a bit uncomfortable in my back.
Really?
Yeah. So the first time we drove, I said to Chris, is there a lumbar support? And yes, there is. And so I put on the lumbar support as high as it goes. But still, I feel like for short distance, it wouldn't be a problem. But I feel like if we were to drive at long distance, for whatever reason, it's uncomfortable for me on my back. Yeah. Even with the lumbar support on full. So that stood out to me right away. Yeah, so visibility is amazing. The feel of the drive is okay. It's not amazingly smooth, but it's not amazingly bumpy either. It's in between. The regen braking is insanely good. I barely had to brake. It's awesome. I love that. It's just, you go off the accelerator and it's amazingly compared to the all the other cars basically. There was one that we drove that was really good. I can't remember. Anyway, really good. The feeling of the steering wheel, it feels very stiff. So I feel like it's not smooth. Yeah. I feel like I have to. You don't, but you definitely have to put more muscle into it when you're doing the steering.
And the steering is in light, by the way.
It's in light,
yeah,
really.
You can't go to heavy, normal,
really.
And light, and it's in
yeah,
light.
no, it's a very the blinker is awesome. The blinker is very quiet, so love that. But it's a very smart blinker. And even right now on the highway, we just drove on the highway to test it, and when I switched lanes, it automatically knew what I was doing, and then okay. And then when I was back in the other thing, it turned off. So super intelligent. Something else that I noticed too is that the blind spot warning. So on the highway, I want to pass. You only get a tiny little light here. Didn't like that. At night, it would be no problem because you see that at night. But when it's totally sunny, I barely saw it. So it was of no. Yeah, okay, I get a camera view here, but no, I prefer a big, gigantic. No, because then you're driving. Okay, no, there's something coming. So that stood out to me. So I'm used to a heads-up display now, and I have to say I miss the heads-up display. I prefer always seeing it. So all I have to do is move my eyes a tiny wee bit down, and then I can see how fast I'm going. I can see if the lane assist is on. Speed limit, everything. So I kind of miss the heads-up display in this. I would prefer to have that. Getting in and out is no problem. Getting the seatbelt, yeah, it's actually not that bad. It's better than our ID7 because my seat's pretty far forward, and getting the seatbelt's not that big of a deal. And something else that I noticed too on the highway is I gunned it for a minute just to see how it felt. So I've driven 180 regularly. That's no problem in the ID7. So I pretty much know how a car should feel going at that speed. And even at 150, this car doesn't feel nice. I wouldn't want to do that. And if you're going, I don't know, 170 or 180, and then a truck is beside you, you have control of the car, but it feels very unstable. Yeah, I wouldn't want to go that speed for a long time. Yeah, it was a bit uncomfortable. So you can see I have tiny hands, and with this fancy handle here, it doesn't work for me with my tiny hands. So I have to, normally you would push like this and it would work, but for me it doesn't. I have to do this and then this. So I don't like that, and I find that annoying. So as passenger, getting in and out of the car, even though the seat goes a bit up, super comfortable. The seat is amazingly comfortable. So again, super short. Look how comfortable that is for me. I don't have any complaints at all about the seat. I think lots of different body sizes would fit in the seat. I don't feel like, sometimes I feel like they're really narrow, but this time no. The seat is awesome. It's super comfortable. It's very soft. I have zero complaints about the seat. Cool. I always have my gigantic bottle of water. So my bottle test here, I would never really actually put it here, but if I wanted to, it fits, and where I would normally put it as a passenger, it fits here. So awesome, passes my water bottle test. Tons of storage, and also armrest for me, super comfy. It's at a good height. This car has lots of fun little features that I like. So to adjust my temperature on my side is super easy. You can figure that out quite easily. It's right here. I can put on my seat cooling, seat heating here. It's not rocket science to figure out how to do things that I would need. I love that this car has YouTube music. So we always used to listen to Spotify, but at home I always listen to YouTube music. So the fact that YouTube music is in here is amazing. I love that. Yeah, no other cars have that, and it's all high tech. You have all kinds of You have all kinds of fun apps. So
Netflix, YouTube.
Yeah, genau. Also, so if you have to wait in the car for whatever reason, you have lots of entertainment. I like that. That could come in useful sometimes. And I also like the fact too, so we don't have kids, but I think that people who do have kids would probably really like the fact that there's a screen here.
Mm-hmm. They can play games on that.
Yeah, they can play games, you can do whatever. So as you can see, the pups, even though this is quite a big car, they're right here. I don't feel like they're a kilometer away. I really like that. So in our ID7, they're so far away. But in this car, they're right here, and getting them in and out is amazingly comfortable.
That's true.
Yeah, super comfy. The trunk, oh my God, you could fit
everything.
Everything. And you could fit in the front more stuff too. So storage space, plenty. It feels nice as a passenger. I don't have any complaints that it has a couple of, like I said, the cute things. So just even small thing like this, Chris showed me this before. First of all, amazing that it's so easy. Most cars, it's
true.
Yeah, this is super easy to get, and you can extend it. So I think that's awesome. Yeah, so I feel like they really thought about that, and as a passenger, I don't think I have anything negative to say. Yeah, very comfortable. Yeah, liked it a lot. So that's it. That's all I have to say.